Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. It's an amazing day. It is the weekend. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're doing excellently well. Okay, I've had a couple of men complain about their wives changing or their women changing after childbirth. Okay, some say their women changed into something that is very negative, into something that is not so good, into a totally and complete different person after childbirth. Okay, so I have been able to explain to some of them what that means. Okay, so I have also noticed that it is a huge issue to some people. Okay, so that is why I have decided to make this video. Okay, there is what is called postpartum depression, okay, or postpartum psychosis. Okay, it's also the same, almost the same thing as blue eye. All right, so these things is what new moms or young mothers, not young mothers, women that just put to bed experience. Okay, and for some people, unfortunately or fortunately, to some people, they experience it for just a couple of weeks, some experience it for just a month, some experience it for as long as a year plus. Okay, this thing is the feeling that makes you either you're feeling very tired, you're feeling scared, you're angry, you're feeling depressed, you're being paranoid, and sometimes you could it could go as far as you having suicidal thoughts. All right, it is not really something for you to worry about. Okay, it's not like it's a death sentence. It is something that is really normal with some people. Okay, but it is still possible for you to work on it and work with it. Okay, to live healthily, not like you don't live healthily. Okay, but it is when it gets to the stage of one having suicidal thoughts, if either you want to harm yourself as an individual or you want to harm your child, then that is where the problem is. Okay, because there is no one that will want to go through, there is no sane person that will want to go through the process of pregnancy, childbirth, and then eventually one decides to harm the child. Okay, but all these things is attributed to your hormonal change. Okay, because after childbirth it either drops, okay, that's your estrogen and all of that drops. Okay, and your body system tries to go back to the way it used to be. So sometimes it tends to affect almost everything. Okay, all right, so what you can do if you are experiencing postpartum, and sometimes it also affects some of the fathers, and this postpartum depression or psychosis is not caused, like some people would say, it is caused by your first child or your first issue. No, it is not caused by your first issue. Some people have it after each birth. That's if you have your first child, there are possibilities that you could experience such. If you have a second child, there are still possibilities that you could experience such. So that is why, if you've noticed that at some certain times in your life you feel such during your pregnancy, it is advisable that you tell your doctor, so they could either talk you out of it or they give you antidepressants. Okay, so to subdue it, it's not going to have any effect on the child, and even after childbirth you could still be taking it and it's also not going to have any negative effect on the child. Okay, so it is this feeling that makes you feel you're feeling sleepless. I mean, you're unable to sleep, you don't have appetite, you're unable to eat, you're just being paranoid unnecessarily, you're tired. Okay, so this is what you have to do. if you have a lot of chores to do, it is advisable you do the one you can do and you leave the rest for another day. Okay, so you do not wear yourself out. You try to create time for yourself every day and try to eat. If you're not having appetite, there are still some things that you can take and boost your appetite. Okay, you can take a hot tea, green tea, and all of that. It will help enhance your appetite. Okay, so you just have to eat, okay, for the sake of the child, and you have to rest. As soon as the child is sleeping, you should also try to grab some sleep yourself, and all of that. And if you still keep having those suicidal thoughts, then you should consider sharing with your partner, try to seek a medical help. But it is not something that is so bad. It is something that like 95% of every woman that has experienced childbirth goes through. Okay, it is just 5% out of those women that do not really experience it. So it is very normal. Okay, so you shouldn't feel sad, you shouldn't feel you're not a good mom and all of that. Okay, guys, so it is nothing for you to worry about. It is really absolutely normal. Okay, guys, I hope this is helpful. If you're coming across my video for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and sharing with your family and your friends. All right, guys, so till I come your way again, keep being positive minded, keep loving yourself because there can never be another you. All right, guys, I love you. Remain blessed and bye.